Welcome to Cougar Mountain Software Denali Essential Training.
Denali Accounts Payable Bill Entry. Entering vendor expenses and invoices in Accounts Payable is quick and easy in Denali. Bills can be entered individually or by importing an external data file or by using a recurring transaction which will be set up in the Options menu under Set Up Recurring Bills. Please refer to the Denali Help Directory for the import file format and requirements. To enter a bill, open the Enter Bills menu item. The dialog window provides for entry of all details about this expense. Begin by choosing a vendor by double-clicking the vendor field or using the F5 key. Select a vendor from the list or use the search to find the desired vendor. A vendor can also be added on the fly. The Add button will open the vendor maintenance screen. Once a vendor is chosen, this transaction can be set as recurring if desired. If this is a one-time payout to a non-vendor such as a petty cash disbursement, check that box. Similarly, an immediate transaction can be entered if a vendor payment is being disbursed immediately by check or by electronic payment. A check number, check date, bank account, and comment field can be entered and the check printed directly from this screen. If a credit card is being used to make the payment, check the indicator box and select the credit card vendor. Then the appropriate dates for the transaction and posting details can be entered on the right side. If this payment will be applicable to a 1099 for the vendor, the box below the dates should be checked. The vendor invoice number should be entered in the invoice box, and the PO number and transaction description can then be entered also. If a discount should be applied, the type and amount can be entered next. The fields in the grid below should be used to designate the transaction details. The line type drop-down field will set the type of amount entered. The remaining fields will change to accommodate the details for the type selected. Inventory types allow for a stock item to be entered, and an allocation will require an allocation code. The quantity, cost, discount applied, and account fields, among others, can then be filled. An allocation code will pre-fill the remaining detail lines for distribution among the allocations. The cost, discount, and account fields can also be modified if needed. The Paid Out tab is activated when a paid out check is issued and lists the payee and any other information to be printed on the check that will be issued. The Bill Notes tab is where any notes for this transaction should be entered, with or without a timestamp. The Vendor Notes tab is also available to make notes that will be retained in the vendor file. Once all this information is completed, the transaction should be saved for posting. For recurring transactions, the entry screen looks almost the same with the exception of the ability to set dates or do paid-out transactions. A frequency code will be entered instead to dictate when these transactions are generated. Prior to posting, some recurring transactions can be edited when in a current batch. Simply retrieve the transaction and change the details as desired. In this way, payables entry is quick and easy and can even be automated to save time.